What's up, everybody? Welcome to episode 316.
What?
I am Stone Cold Chad Talks. And joining me, what? And joining me, as always, is Jmack Gaming. What?
I don't even. I just don't have it in me, Chad. I don't. I'm just
What?
not. I'm sad, Chad.
Oh,
Chad,
don't be sad. It's episode 316.
What?
What?
Let's get into the show, Chad. We
I
start.
just kicked your ass.
We start off in the pre-show with Farouk defeating Duke DeRossi.
Oh, Duke DeRossi.
Duke the Dumpster Man, as whatever his fucking gimmick was, because he's got the Garbage Man gimmick, and he got an adequate rating.
Duke the Dumpster.
Yeah, good for him. But he loses to Farouk with the Dominator. We move on. PJ Black and Mosh are in the ring, and they have a match. And PJ Black gets the win over Mosh. And Chad, we're on the road to WrestleMania. It's gonna be the biggest episode of the year, and I thought, let's have something for a little time's sake, Chad. Let's have Sean Stasiak on the pre-show. Oh, they got no psych in this match because, you know, at the end of the day, Sean Stasiak's not that good of an in-ring. He's just over.
Wow, 79. It's a good thing this wasn't on the main show.
What do you mean? A 79's pretty decent.
I mean, you're right, but like I'm used to anything Stasiak touching being like a 90. So.
Well, it is Caprice Coleman in his second match on the main card, and you know.
Oh, and after the #1 contender in his second ever match.
Yeah, well, just to spice it up, Stasiak gets a 97, so it's not like he's in any, he's still got it.
All right, carried him to a 79.
Speak of the devil himself, Chad. We start.
Oh! Did he beat Caprice Coleman and then just grab a microphone?
He stayed out there, and Raw came on the air, and Stasiak was already out there. And Eddie comes out. Eddie doesn't come out. He limps out, Chad. He is extremely hurt after Elimination Chamber last night, where he came out of the Chamber match himself. And he won the match, Chad. He beat everyone, finally pinning Edge, remember? After Edge pinned Austin pinned Shawn Michaels pinned Rock, and then Shamrock got pinned early. He was first out, if I remember right. But yeah, Eddie comes out and he's hurt. He is in full, he's got casts on, he's got a neck brace on, he's got a black eye, he's got crutches. He's hurt, Chad. Gets in the ring. He says, "Hey, Sean. Oh, man. Oh, my neck's sore. Oh, Sean." And Eddie's trying to get, he's trying to play off the injury. Maybe, is Eddie trying to get out of this match at Mania, Chad?
Oh, he's lying, he's cheating, he's stealing.
Stasiak's like, "Hey, look, don't worry. I'm not gonna attack you and even put even more injury or insult to injury, Eddie. Just heal up, get ready, get better for Mania, you know what?" And then he's like, I'm not hurt. And he rubs his neck again. He's like, "Oh, maybe I'm a little hurt." And then he falls down. He drops one of his crutches. And Sean's like, "Hey, can we, someone get Eddie, come here." And Sean Stasiak picks him up and puts him back on his crutch. He's like, "Eddie, I don't care how hurt you are. At Mania, I'm taking that belt. Okay? And then I can take you to the hospital right after, because I'm going to destroy you. I'm going to end the reign of Eddie Guerrero. That little win streak, that little King of the Ring gimmick, that little bullshit there, Eddie, it's over at Mania. All right, this is my dream. This is my destiny. Ever since I started getting matches on the pre-show and getting my own title named after me, and I beat Mankind for the European title. I've beaten Shamrock in an MMA match. I've beaten the owner of the company, Vince McMahon, in a far better match than you, Eddie. That stinker a couple months ago. And Eddie's like, "Hey, wait a minute, don't." And he's like, yeah, oh yeah. He remembers to sell his gimmick. That he remembers to sell his injury. It's like, Mania, this is all over, all right? The era of Eddie The era of Guerrero, this king in the ring. No, I will be the face of this company. All right, this is my destiny, Eddie, and no one is going to stop me. And then he kicks his crutch out of his arm, and Eddie falls down again. No, that actually doesn't happen. All right, Sean's not an asshole. All right, okay, we move on. Our opening match of the night, though, six-man cruiserweight action, Chad. Jushin, Sasuke and Dragon, Ultimo take on Trent Acid, Kid Cash, and Tyson Duh. And a decent match. Trent Acid and Kid Cash and Tyson Duh win when Tyson Duh taps on Ultimo Dragon, Chad.
Oh, hell yeah.
Remember, it is Tyson Duh against Jushin Thunder Liger at WrestleMania, Chad.
Oh, yes. How could we forget?
How could you forget? That's a banger of a match. We move on. It's The Rock. And he's at home as he's also nursing his injuries tonight, Chad. As he went through a hellacious match at Chamber as well. And he lays this out, Chad. He lays this out. He says, look, I came up short at the Elimination Chamber. But at Mania, I will not. Look, I was cheated, even if you can call it cheated, at the Rumble after getting speared and beaten through the pod by Ken Shamrock. And then someone, takes out Shamrock, and I'm still beaten down, and I'm laying in the pod, and Shawn Michaels, out of nowhere, comes over and pins me in the pod while I'm not even in the action, while I'm getting checked on by the medics and the doctors backstage. Oh, Sean, that does not sit well with The Rock. See, I'm tired of being in multi-man matches here in the WWF and getting cheated out of every single one of them. So, Sean, at Mania, I'm getting my win back. All right? No more weaseling around. No more using and running behind your... Triple H is gone. Who knows where Triple H is at? Kurt Angle's dealing. He's fighting some old fucks. It's going to be me. Road Dogg is going to turn on you like he turns on every other tag team partner he has. All right? So, Sean. Okay? No more weaseling. You're not going to weasel your way out of this match at Mania like you weaseled me out of the Chamber last night. It'll be Rock. It'll be Shawn Michaels, Mania, one-on-one. I'll see you there. Where am I having Mania this year, Chad?
Egypt.
I'll see you in Cairo, Egypt.
Oh, there we go.
That's not going to happen.
The Rock is going to build a pyramid of his own.
We have a rematch of last night's tag team match, Chad. And it's Firehouse and Road Rage again. Remember, that was a banger of a match. Dave Meltzer said that was a 5-star classic.
And what did it get at the pay-per-view?
A 73. Tonight it gets a 70. But it's still... What do you mean? Oh, it's Steve Wright pulling out 70s, Chad.
Yes, put out bangers. Listen.
Bangers. But Firehouse do defeat Road Rage in another, in a rematch. And they make defense number 2 of their tag team belts, John.
For Firehouse.
Forgot to we'll actually book it next week instead. We go backstage and and we see Edge beating up Stone Cold Steve Austin, Jed.
Oh man.
Again. These guys ever since the Rumble, these guys have fucking hated each other. Stone Cold eliminating Edge at Rumble. Edge eliminating Austin. Edge, taking most of the blunt of the big spots at Chamber, but he did end up pinning Austin. And as he was leaving one of the spots of the Chamber, he was leaving, and Edge is like looking through the fucking the chains as Steve Austin's running. He's walking up the ramp, and Austin's just flipping him off, even though he got pinned by Edge. So, I mean, hey, Edge and Austin going at it, even backstage here tonight. We move on, and Taka Michinoku defeats Gangrel, the Vampire Warrior, in 9:51 with a Michinoku driver, Chad. That's 69.
Oh, nice.
Nice. Banger of a match for Taka. Yeah. Mark Henry. He's getting ready backstage. He's got a big match tonight, Chad. Remember,
Mark Henry.
if I can remember right, he did defeat Christian either before No Way Out or on the show. And we were just told that Vince promised him something if he can win this next match, Dad. So what would it be? Yeah. And what was he going to win? It gets an 81. Jesus Christ. Mark Henry defeats Bam Bam with a death from above. So now Bam Bam, or Mark Henry, he gets a little special something from Vince McMahon.
Oh. I wonder what he's going to get.
Oh.
Maybe it's a new pair of Nikes.
Oh.
Or a choo-choo train.
Oh, man. No chemistry here, but it's our co-main event here. Booker T and Ricky Steamboat. In 614. I don't know if I booked the angle that I needed to right after this, so fuck me if I didn't. It doesn't matter. I didn't. Fuck. Ah! Oh, book it next week, boys. Oh, that's less weeks of build for Mania. Doesn't matter. Eric Bischoff walks into Vince McMahon's office, Chad, and remember, it is Eric. He invented a new catchphrase. Let's go.
Oh.
Let's go. What's his new catchphrase, Chad?
Okay, I think his catchphrase is something like,
fuck WCW, he says. That's the catchphrase.
I was literally about to say, I think his catchphrase is, "Hi, I'm Eric, and I miss Nitro."
That's funny, that's good. Eric comes in, he's like, "Hey, Vince, we know that in 5 weeks, a month actually, we're gonna have a draft special, and I was wondering, what's gonna happen? Like, we're drafting one company to the next. Who's gonna get? Who gets the number 1 draft pick, Vince?" And Vince was like, "Ooh, I didn't even think about that." Eric, does that mean we're going to war here?
Ooh.
And Eric's like, yeah. I mean, yeah. We're competing brands now. Vince, what are you talking about? Thought we had that deal when you brought me in. And Vince is like, finally some competition here. I don't have any for a company, so I guess I have my own inner.
Oh, fuck you!
Guess I have my inner competition. You know what? I was gonna say you were gonna have it, Eric, but now that you brought it to my attention, you know what? Let's have a match. Not me and you, Eric. Because I'd kick your ass all over this arena. And Eric's like, "I saw the match with Eddie." No, you wouldn't. No, you wouldn't. You would be gassed up and shut up, damn it. You know what, Eric? How about you go find someone? You go find someone in our locker room, and you can what am I thinking of, Chad? What's the word I'm thinking of? He can be your champion. I was gonna say that, but I didn't want anyone to be confused. Like, he's not actually gonna be a champion. And I'll find someone for me to represent me in Raw. And you know what? Whoever our representations of each brand, they will fight at WrestleMania 1-on-1, and whoever wins can have the number 1 draft pick at WrestleMania. And how do you like that? And Eric's like, ooh, half this roster I used to work with at the other company, right? I know everyone's weaknesses. I know everyone's strengths. I'm gonna beat you, right? And Vince is like, hey, you don't know my half of the roster, though.
I have no weaknesses.
Do you know my son Shane? And Eric's like, all right, deal. And he shakes Vince's hand, and Vince grips it really hard, and is like, this is war. So here we go.
This is actually Raw.
Well, we go on our main event, Chad, and it's
what a banger!
Shawn Michaels defeating Undertaker in 11:23. Another, Chad, he just can't get it done. Taker cannot get it done in single matches.
The Undertaker's streak continues.
His streak continues, and Kane was already out there watching the match, and Kane gets in there to help his brother up, and Taker chokeslams him.
Oh, Taker chokeslams Kane.
Taker chokeslams Kane.
I don't need your help.
Does the little finger, little cut the throat gimmick that he does, and he says, and he points at WrestleMania, the WrestleMania sign up above. So signaling Taker and Kane for Mania. Taker pissed off that he can't win anymore. He's gonna prove it to his brother that he can win.
It's huge.
It's huge. 316, get to 90. I mean, come on. Blue numbers only.
Oh, yeah, hell yeah.
Better get used to these blue numbers because they're not going to be around much longer after Mania.
I am very intrigued by how you book 2 brands.
I hate booking 2 brands, but it's just... Look, people need TV time, and it's just not happening on Raw. I have a thriving developmental. I have about 100 guys on the roster now instead of like 50 that I had 6 months ago.
Can you imagine how much longer it takes us to get to pay-per-views now that we have to book 4 shows?
Yeah, I don't want to. Months already take about 4.5 hours to book.
Right.
So add another 40 minutes, and we're at a 5-hour a night deal. It doesn't matter. This is the bullshit that takes us longer. We'll see you for episode 317 Nitro, the aftermath of Super Brawl. We'll see you there.